We're going to talk about every NBA team's greatest scorers of all time.
Okay.
Just
That is
scores.
tough.
So I got like 8 teams here. We got to talk about who's their greatest scorer in franchise history.
Okay.
And some of these will be obvious, I think. Some will not be. There's going to be some strong debates. So real simple. Who is this NBA team's greatest scorer of all time? First off, the Lakers.
This is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
think
not a question.
Shaq's not a question. here?
I knew you were gonna go there. When we
Here we
come
go.
to this conversation, listen, if you don't have the bag that Kobe Bryant has,
Oh my gosh.
don't talk to me about being the greatest scorer of all time. It's Kobe Bryant, and we shouldn't have a conversation.
See, that's where you lose me in that conversation. I don't give a fuck about the bag. I think about like the bag obviously helps. It's nicer to look at, but think about like the longevity, how long he did it, how consistent he was able to do playing at a high level for 16, 17 years.
So Kobe scoring 36 in the season doesn't matter to you?
No, of course it matters.
He's
I'm leaning
defending
Kobe. I'm leaning Kobe, but
So we're on the same side. You don't have to
yeah,
say
we're on
anything.
the same side for sure.
I guess I'll go stoned to death if I go Shaq. So we're going Kobe.
Yeah, easy.
Thank
You don't get stoned by me. I'll throw like a couple pebbles your way,
Pebbles?
though.
You throw crayons at me?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next up, the San Antonio Spurs.
This is
Man.
tough.
We got a David Robinson. We got George Gervin, throw it back, 30-point per game scorer. We got that 1-year prime Kawhi
1 year prime Kawhi.
before he said fuck this team.
Tim Duncan should be in that conversation
No, he
for sure.
He shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
Really?
As
For
greatest
best
scorer? No.
Over George
Wow.
Gervin? No.
Well,
No.
he should be mentioned, and he was just
He
mentioned.
really
Well, there you
should.
go. He was mentioned to say fuck no.
I think I might go George Gervin.
No David Robinson love?
Nah.
Why
let's-
would you lean George Gervin?
You tell me David Robinson's fake 70 points to win the scoring title doesn't move you?
Exactly. That's
70 points is
that's the exact reason why I'm going with George Gervin.
Yeah. That's fair. George Gervin's one of the best scorers of all time. Walking 30-point game. One of the more underrated players of all time that people don't think about. I'm cool with that.
I'm fine with that too. Let's do it with the Iceman.
Okay. The Golden State Warriors.
This is Steph Curry.
Not
Oh.
Kevin Durant.
No Will
Steph is-
Chamberlain? Not
Steph-
the 100-point game? He was a warrior.
First of all, you know how I feel about Wilt. Two, Steph Curry was better, is better, and has always been better, and he's the better scorer than Kevin Durant.
Woo.
Damn.
Hot take.
A lot of people not going to like that, man.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
I mean, it's probably Will Chamberlain to be real, but I
No.
won't be the one to take down Steph Curry if you want to give it to him.
Yeah, no, I'm not leaning Wilt at all. That was a joke. I'm definitely leaning Steph Curry. The gravity is insane. Quite literally changed the game of basketball. There's only been like a handful of those guys, 4 or 5 of those guys, and Curry is one of those guys. So
Yeah. Definitely
Easy
more
on him.
impactful scorer than KD if we're talking about, team construction and how your scoring helps other people. We can go Curry.
Steph was averaging 30 and not playing the fourth quarter. Like it's a different
What a
level.
ridiculous fucking season.
he influenced and he
crazy.
changed the way every single team plays basketball. Kevin Durant did not do that. All he's done is put ideas into delusional GM's head. I see Bruno Caboclo. You can turn it to my next KD. Never happens with Steph.
He got Kevin Knox drafted.
Tough.
All right, next up, the Dallas Mavericks. Keep in mind, just score, not player.
We're going.
I'd be willing to jump that.
You know where we have to go.
I want to go Luka.
Exactly. Yeah.
I assume
we have to go Luka.
And he hasn't.
No JJ Barea.
My bad.
Have some fucking manners.
I'm gonna respect my elders next time. But it's Luka's time. He just scored 73 points in a game. Like what he is able to do at all 3 levels and the efficiency, it's amazing, right? And even as good as Dirk was, the level of scoring that Luka can get to on any given night is the ceiling is much higher with him than it was with Dirk.
How he
Yeah.
finishes at the rim, how efficient he's been as a 3-point shooter with the depth in those threes and also the versatility and how he's getting those threes off. It's next level to me.
He shoots 38% from 3 on 10 threes a game and shoots the same percentage at the rim as prime LeBron James. He's so clearly the best scorer of his generation. And listen, shout out Dirk. You got them the ring. You're the best player in franchise history. You can't score with Luka Doncic
You can't.
or JJ Barea. Call a spade a
it's
spade.
Luka. It's Luka for sure.
Next up, the Houston Rockets.
We have to give this to James Harden. It's
No T-Mac love?
Wow, no Hakeem? Your brother?
listen.
Your brother?
You love that man.
I do love Hakeem. He's not the scorer that James Harden was. Like
Not many guys are.
you have to. James Harden was scoring 37, 38 points a night, and we were like, it's whatever. Like,
Ho hum.
yeah, just ho hum. Now, I didn't like the way he got those 37, but he got them.
Yeah.
Right?
Unethical buckets are buckets nonetheless. It's got to be James Harden.
Exactly.
Yeah. One of those guys who, again, helped change, influence the way the basketball is being played. Not to the degree of Steph, obviously, but in terms of the heliocentric style basketball and just one guy there, get me buckets. And when you foul, hit, like, exaggerate, act a little, act a lot.
I was going to say, does playoff Harden make you reconsider that? But
Nah.
not like playoff T-Mac is some legend, so
Yeah.
we'll give it to Harden.
Exactly.
The New York Knicks.
Okay, so this is either Carmelo or it's Bernard King.
Listen, every time we talk about the Knicks, you want to throw Carmelo's name in there so bad. And we're like, no, it's Ewing. No, it's Paul Frazier. This is the conversation where you can give Carmelo love. I'm fine with that. We can go with Carmelo Anthony for the best scorer.
I'm so happy you said that. It's Carmelo. I was trying to be respectful to Bernard.
You're trying to soft launch
Carmelo.
it.
Yeah, it's Carmelo.
Okay. I'm down with that. I can't even argue with you. You might
Fair
just
enough.
slap me on this stage. Carmelo, bro.
We didn't pick him in the podcasters draft. He's a podcast now.
Oh,
I did forget.
He slept on Melo.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy.
I picked Paul Pierce over Carmelo Anthony.
You were not thinking like me, man.
Tough. The Toronto Raptors. Do we go
This
the sample size of DeMar DeRozan or Vince Carter, or the 1 year of Kawhi Leonard where he was unstoppable?
So,
You can't do that for a team's GOAT. You can't do 1 year.
yeah, 1 year is kind of disrespectful.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will, physically.
Damn.
No, I'm going Vince Carter.
Vince over DeMar?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
Why over DeMar?
Yeah, Vince Carter doesn't have the longevity there. He was there for like, what,
Like
4
4
years? 4 or 5 years?
DeMar had 1 year where he was like legitimately a great scorer where he's averaging like 27. Vince had multiple years like that. And so if we're going, like, obviously he didn't play as long there, but he is the better scorer.
DeMar was getting carried by Kyle Lowry, who's always a better player. Give me Vince Carter.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not. Kyle Lowry is always better.
Wow. So you're
Sure.
going, you're
This
going Vince Carter?
revisionist history
Vince
is
Carter.
ridiculous.
That's always been true. That was always a debate. That was always a thing that people who knew ball
I
said.
think you could sway
New
me
ball.
into that if Vince was able to stay on the Raptors for the entirety or like 9 seasons of his career. Then I could see that happening. But I personally would lean DeMar just to give him that respect.
Okay. Last one. Think about this one carefully because this is a star-studded debate. The Brooklyn Nets.
Star-studded. Who is
Julius Erving, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Vince Carter.
fucking Brook Lopez may be at the top of that list when it comes to like total points?
I think he's our
And
leading
Brook
scorer.
is like
He is.
good, but
Are you
goddamn.
going Brook Lopez?
No, we're not.
Ugh.
we should go Kevin Durant.
Over Julius Erving?
I think so.
That is disgusting,
I think
bro.
so.
Why Kevin Durant had
Bro.
some good years there.
Do you know who's number 2 all time?
Let me think.
Is it Drazen?
Darren Williams.
Buck Williams.
Who?
He never averaged over 20 points
That's
ever.
terrible. That's
during
terrible.
the-
Okay,
his
poverty
tenure in
franchise, but those few years of Kevin Durant, they weren't successful. But man, was he scoring that basketball? We gotta go Kevin Durant.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's like longevity don't matter, brother. Give me KD.
He had like
Hell,
a year and
give
a
me
half there where
Kyrie.
he had like fucking 120 games where he was healthy over 3
Yeah.
years. 30 points a night.
And that's all you need for the Nets.
Yeah. In a scoring conversation,
Yeah.
Nets GOAT.
Yeah, man. I might throw in Lonnie Walker in that conversation too.
Who'd you just say?
Lonnie Walker.
Oh my God. Listen, Cam Thomas has scored 30 several times this season.
God, that's tough.
Does not move me.
Oh my God.
Does not move me.